So, I've never seen Boondocks.
Yeah.
I've never watched it. I've seen clips of it from CJ the Champ and
Friends.
CJ the Champ.
CJ the Champ and Friends. Et al, if you will.
And, but I just try to push my glasses up. I'm not wearing glasses. But I've never seen it. I've never watched it. I've never seen like a full episode.
Mm-hmm,
Okay?
mm-hmm.
I know that one lady does the voices.
Mm-hmm.
Regina Hall, I think is her name.
That's a deep cut. Yeah.
That's it. That's all I. Oh, and Uncle Ruckus. I know Uncle, but I always got Uncle Ruckus and Gramps confused. I thought those were the same person.
Let's get into it. Let's see what he explains it as, because he's not American, by the way.
Oh.
He is an African kid that grew up in Dutchland for a little while.
All right.
I know.
This is What is Boondocks Even About? It's from Senshii.
Yeah.
What up, Ho Biscuits? It's your girl Skitten back at it again. I brought my husband along with me because it seemed only right that my husband be the one to pop my Boondocks cherry. And why did you make that? I don't think you guys could hear it, but he made like a little disgruntled noise when I said that.
That wasn't funny. But I'm also the only one of us that ever seen Boondocks.
I thought it was funny.
So, yeah, that's why you said it, babe. That's why we're here.
I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are staying safe and sanitized. I'm really excited to watch this.
All right, let's do it.
Hi, we have covered Inazuma 11, Kuroko no Basket, and we even covered regular show, but the job's not finished. I'm on a mission to find all of the out-of-pocket, unhinged shows and call them out for their nonsensical behavior. So our next show that's being held under investigation is...
He read that like his mom is going to watch his video and review it.
Right. Also, he spelled behavior the British way.
Yeah, wrong. But yeah.
It's Boondocks.
Wah, wah, wah.
Bro.
So that whole scene is from Old People Assassins.
Yeah.
Brought out of retirement.
I remember.
And then those clips are referencing another anime fight scene. And then they traced it over as Boondocks. Very nice, dude.
Why did Grandma just give Riley a 6-piece combo like that? Wait, hold up. I swear I've seen this before.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ain't no way. Grandma must have been watching Naruto because there should be absolutely no reason as to why she just handed Riley the Orochimaru special. Riley got hit with the speed blitz straight into the left right good night and finished off with a slap to the cheek. Look at the way Riley went flying. I know he's gonna be feeding this one for the next 3 weeks. Grandma was really beating on an 8-year-old boy. After watching the Super Bowl and seeing Usher's halftime performance, I knew I had to make a video on the Boondocks because Usher had no business hugging Alicia Keys like that. I know Swiss Beats was foaming out the mouth watching that performance, but the only thing I could think about after seeing it was that one Riley quote.
Hey, Swiss Beats don't get to say nothing. Swiss Beats don't get to say a damn thing.
Because?
Alicia Keys stole that man from his wife. She said, I will not let your wife keep me away from my husband. And I...
Got it.
I mean, I could see if it was a real nigga. If you lost your hoe to T.I., I'd be like, hey, that's T.I. But Usher?
Boondocks was really the hood's version of The Simpsons the way they predicted this one. I haven't watched this show in a minute, and when I was rewatching it, I could not stop laughing. Every damn episode was hilarious. The only flaw Boondocks have is the fact that they used to have uncensored schmeat in the early episodes. Like, if Boondocks were to have aired today, I think it would have got cancelled in a matter of days. They offended every single race, gender, religion, and every single living being under the sun.
Highly disagree.
Yeah.
I do not feel like a lot of people were offended by the portrayals in the Boondocks at all.
I mean, because I feel like the Boondocks was very clearly satire.
I mean, it was satire, but it was true enough.
Yeah.
It was one of those things that, like, the shit they showed was like, bro, that guy exists on TV. Uncle Ruckus is a caricature of a real man. And we all know one.
I would hope that people know not to get upset about caricatures, you know? Like if you got a big forehead and then the caricature artist draws you with the forehead the size of Texas, you can't be mad at that. You can't be upset about that.
I mean, you pay them to do it as well. That's real twisted.
Are you gay? And if so, do you have a gay lover living with you in the house?
Oh.
Spade, punch, monkey, digaboo.
You don't look like you associate with any Muslims, Arabs, you know. People of terrorist descent.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Security. We got a cold black. Cold black at the main gate.
You can't take the white supremacist power structure with G.
Okay, can. No, you can't. I can.
You don't understand. Boondocks simply did not care. They had a whole episode about the R. Kelly trial, and they even had Riley repping the free R. Kelly sign. And to make things even worse, R. Kelly won the trial. His lawyer was locked in. Young Fox should really tap in with his lawyer because I know he's struggling right now. All jokes aside though, Boondocks was meant to be a comedy that mockingly portrayed the issues within the black community, mainly portrayed and narrated through Huey's mind and his character interactions. The episode I really want to talk about first.
Not the RDC cameo.
Bro, why is he peeking? Why is he peeking? Oh yeah. It's one of the most iconic episodes ever, dude.
When Stinkmeaner ran the fade with Robert. Stinkmeaner ran into Robert's car, stepped on his all-white forces, and proceeded to beat him in a one-on-one squabble.
What the hell?
Nah, he whooped his ass. The shins.
Robert really went out sad. If you didn't already know, Stinkmeaner is blind. Yeah, that's right. Robert got briefed and beat by a blind, senile old man. Stinkmeaner is the personification of hatred. He dedicated his entire life to hating, so much so to the point that he was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer and told that he only had 3 more years to live. But through sheer hatred alone, he was able to stay alive this entire time. Fast forward a little bit and Robert is on his way home while Riley is out here instigating like prime Mark Phillips. I low-key feel bad for Robert. They got his L on worldwide news. This is the equivalent to losing a fight in front of the whole school. Hey Robert, you unathletic orangutan, I just saw the news. You really got bodied by a blind Mr. Popo? That's crazy. Robert has agreed to rematch Stinkmeaner, but Huey has gaslit himself into thinking that Stinkmeaner is chosen, and he is now training Robert like he's going to fight Goku.
Hello.
And then he whooped his ass. Hands.
No mercy.
Your eyes are not deceiving you. Robert just eviscerated Stinkmeaner. Halfway through the fight, Huey realized that Stinkmeaner was just a regular old person. But it was too late.
Just an
Robert
old
hit
dude.
bro with a falcon punch to the jaw and ended his life description right there and then. Or so we thought, because Stinkmeaner is now in hell, training and fighting against literal devils. He got Shaitan, he got Satan himself to acknowledge that he was one of the toughest people of all time. Do you understand how much hatred you have to emanate from your soul to be acknowledged by Satan? Even Frieza wasn't given this type of treatment. The devil decides to help out.
What was that?
That's Frieza in hell. They
To be
wrapped him
acknowledged
up.
by Satan.
What?
Even Frieza wasn't given this type of treatment.
They just hung on a cocoon with him and his homies in hell.
Why is it?
Yeah. Just in a bag, hanging from a tree in hell. Just hanging around, hanging out. Mad as shit.
Some people would find that comforting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for some people, they'd be like, this is, I want to be bundled up.
But imagine then you have a big ego, but you're a short little man. You know what I'm saying?
Short king. Yeah.
You got beat the fuck up. Then he got android pieces because they had to put his ass back together. Then he got chopped up fucking again. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. Comedy. When you see him there, it's actually so funny.
The devil decides to help out Stinkmeaner and sends him back to Earth to spread more ignorance and violence. But
Sure
we'll cover that
does.
in the next video. Alright, the next episode I want to cover is the kickball episode.
Oh, such a good one. Such a good episode, dude.
Why do you do that little girl like that?
I'm not gonna sit here and cap and pretend like I grew up playing kickball, but I know for damn sure this ain't normal. He threw that ball at Mach 10 speed. He almost caught her body. Look at the way she flew back. She flew back like she got hit by the Rasengan. This is insane. This entire episode was straight out of an anime. It's like when Goku started playing baseball in Dragon Ball Super.
That sounds stupid.
When Goku did
That
what?
sounds so incredibly dumb.
Okay.
Guys, what is your shows about it? You know what? I respect that you want more episodes, so they give you more episodes.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what we doing.
What
Playing
happened to
baseball, eating sandwiches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Universe is saved. I'm a god. We can do whatever we want
What
out
happened
here.
to the normal beach filler episode? What's
Baseball.
going on here?
Throwing balls.
Wonkla had some debt with the Chinese, so he decided to stake the entire neighborhood on a game of kickball. So he wants to recruit Huey for his team because he's one of the greatest kickball players of all time. But Huey doesn't want to get involved until he gets approached by his new arch nemesis.
I'm left, I'm left, I'm right, I'm right, I'm left, I'm left, I'm right, I'm right.
It is that serious.
Alright, let's cut the nonsense. No way, this 10-year-old little girl just generated so much force in her leg, it created a whole whirlwind. Turns out she was basically the Asagi of kickball, and her parents shipped her off to the Blue Lock equivalent of kickball. Now Huey's interest is peaked, they ran up the game. Huey started off a little bit slow, but found his groove until this Shaolin warrior kicks the ball with so much force, he sends a grown man flying back. Huey is really carrying his team right now. They kick the ball with so much force.
It's not just the grown man. That old white dude that you met, that's his son.
Damn.
And he's the classic wigger. See the W on his chest or on the chain. And so there's a whole episode. Dude, he's hilarious. That character's so fucking funny. But he's the rich dude who grew up in a black neighborhood, wants to be black, but he's got all the money.
Does he ever rap?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course he does.
I need that.
Yeah,
I need to see that.
It's so satisfying.
Huey is really carrying his team right now. They look like they were out there fighting in Vietnam. This is not just a game of kickball. The game's pretty even until this scheming, evil little girl tricks Huey into thinking that if she doesn't win this game, she gets sent to some prison for failed athletes that brought shame to China. So Huey starts going easy on them, but once he found out that it was all fake, he locks in.
Okay. Damn! Oh my god!
Huey almost cooked their entire team. He's literally soloing the team like Madara versus the Shinobi Alliance. It comes down to the final two players, and let me just show you.
Alright.
He put a stand in, bro. It's going down.
Is Huey not a 10-year-old kid? Bro literally started airbending, then threw the ball 30 feet into the air and did a literal fire tornado from Inazuma 11. I'm flabbergasted, but somehow, someway the little girl managed to return the shot. And now Huey is trying to stop this Kamehameha from going through. Look at the way bro is holding it down. He's out here like Mark Evans versus Royal Academy. He's out here stopping Vegeta's Gallic gun. This is crazy. Huey manages to break the ball and tags her out.
You know what the problem was is that he locked his elbows. You can't lock your joints when you're doing stuff like that. Yeah. You know, there's got to still be a little bit of bend.
You should have absorbed the impact.
Exactly.
Yeah, but who knows where the ricochet would have been at that speed. Couldn't trust it. Had to lock in. Yeah.
But also, when you're working out and doing stuff, don't lock your joints.
Yeah.
Like when you do squats, when you stand back up, do not lock out your knees.
Right.
Stop doing that.
Especially on the leg press, which is what people do it the most.
Yeah. I don't lock my knees out.
Anymore.
At all. I never did. I was a prodigy.
She was watching her lock her knees out. She's like, I stopped. All right, because I'm looking. And then we'd be seeing other people. She'd look at them. She'd look at them like they got
right.
They can't lift that shit.
It's Gallic gun. This is crazy. Huey manages to break the ball and tags her out. And the match officially ends. What an episode.
That's how it ends.
Boondocks really got something for everyone.
Wow. Yeah, there's a
I don't know. I really like the
end.
episodic vibe of this entire show.
Dude, that is like a good play-by-play. Yeah. But I'm telling you, the cultural impact. That's the thing about listening to people who watched Boondocks when they were younger. You see what he's highlighting, the action. All action, every part. It's so funny and action. Action and funny. And when you watch it now, that's all you should get. It's 2024, dude. It's outdated.
Yeah.
Okay? But getting it from the other parts of it, like the fact that Huey wasn't invested, you knew, everybody when you're watching it, you know he's not about to take part in this community kickball game, even though it's a community affair, everybody's coming together, but he knows the man is pulling the strings, and him as an activist, he can't participate in that kind of thing.
Understandably
and they touched his inner, the black culture's love of kung fu movies, which comes from bootlegs that we used to get in the community.
Right.
And so instead of going to watch AAA blockbusters, which is all about like white people who can't really relate anyways, you would watch these bootleg, kung fu movies in the hood.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what that taps into. And so it's fun watching that storyline inside the storyline.
Yeah.
And it's definitely it's episodic, but this is definitely a filler for sure in as far as the series is concerned. But touching on some of our views on Eastern culture, and like some of the assumptions we make about the people that, live there and stuff. And they represent a lot, like especially when the guy's talking with the other guy, they're like betting. And there's so much shit that they say to each other. Like, damn, that's really how we feel though.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's definitely a good watch, man.
Well, I enjoyed this. I really hope that you guys also enjoyed it. Thank you so much, husband, for joining me.
I like joining you, but I like it better when there's food.
You yell at me for eating in videos, and now you talk about you want food.
No, don't eat it. I just like when it's here.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Don't forget to leave your reaction requests and recommendations down in the comments below. And other than that, peace out, Ho Biscuits. It's Skittin' Lit.